Wow, so many yachts. What a pretty sight. Don't be fooled into thinking that this is Venice. No, this place is right here in Kaohsiung. It's known as Hamasing. Hamasing is a small neighborhood by the side of Kaohsiung Harbor, but don't underestimate it. In 1908, the Japanese built this stretch of tidal land from the earth, silt, and rocks they dug out of the Takao Fissure, the tunnel through Chi-Ho-shan, and the channels within the harbor itself. Creating this piece of tidal land was no mean feat. A century ago, this was the first planned modern neighborhood in Kaohsiung. So, if you want to understand the history of Kaohsiung, you have to start here in Hamasing. How did this area come to be called Hamasing? There is actually a story behind the strange-sounding name. In 1908, the land was leveled to make way for the Takao railway station. The Japanese called the railway Hamasen, which means coastal line. The locals then started saying the Japanese name in Taiwanese, so that it became Hamasing. This is the interesting story behind the name Hamasing. Hamasing is now a very popular spot on any tour of Kaohsiung. There is a pretty harbor and lots of historical sites dating back more than 100 years, such as the former Qing Dynasty British consulate at Takao on Shaochuantou Hill above Shizuan, the Xiongjian North Gate at Shaochuantou, as well as the Wude Dojo at the former Kaohsiung Aquatic Research Station. This is the only place in the whole of Kaohsiung where you have the harbor, the railway, and a station in one spot. You can also see large container vessels coming into port every day, as well as enjoying the sunset and a selection of tasty snack food. Would you like to experience the fun for yourself? Then hurry on down to Hamasing. Did you notice that the streets of Hamasing are laid out in a straight and neat way, like a chessboard? It is both the first planned neighborhood in Kaohsiung and also home to many firsts. The first city government, the first post office, the first police station, the first elementary school, the Patriotic Women's Association Hall, and the Minato markets are all here. It should be called #1. We now all enjoy eating snacks at the Daitian Temple, but this was once the site of the city government. It has a very interesting story to tell.
cảm謝你吼，感謝你的贊助啦！來哦，來哦，來哦，大家來買魚啊哦，來買魚多。
警察，你是當時轉行去買魚啊？
唔是啦，這吼，這魚是咱家己人吼，捐出來贊助的。
贊助？是要贊助啥？
你唔知哦？咱這幾檔吼。在蛤蟆省這個所在哦，會當發展甲這麼順勢，攏嘛愛感謝逐檔對咱北門家鄉來的這個清水祖師甲王爺公，所以啊，大家哦想要直接起廟，來拜這清水祖師甲王爺公。
原來是安尼哦，那安尼咱的廟是要起佇遮位哈？
哦，要起佇迄市啊所遐啦，這是王爺公哦親身指示的呢。
這個大天宮進廟地車是日本時代 高雄市第一个市政府，迄阵市政府的名做市役所，因为空袭缅军的飞机炸弹弄歹这个所在，38年迄阵，这地方人士在地平和的乌寮来这乡亲参详讲，无做事讲咱来起一个公厝。所谓公厝是一个安定的所在，一间厝安尼，有一个所在通好踮遮拜，毋才会满请南军新大天府、五府3000岁，甲乌寮保安宫的，阮咧讲老帝王来即个现在即个所在，来打地。起庙迄阵无经费来参详，讲无来将所有的沙鱼刀总互庙人，送互庙人做即个起庙的经费安尼。迄阵渔业种咧好沙鱼也侪，毋才有迄经费通起即间庙去。阮遮来起庙的，不管是庙顶，也真的先生伊的剪料、花丽水先生伊的门神的彩画，这石雕、木雕，这拢一流的师傅来做工，就是用到。所以有当时来拖工嘛，爱是功夫好，所以做了在专线人也要起庙拢来参观就是安尼。
Whether a layman or an expert, you'll be able to appreciate the intricate work of master craftsmen in the imposing architecture and the decorated beams on the interior of the Daitian Temple. The area around the city government was the bustling Minato in the days of the Japanese occupation. The Minato Vegetable Market, now the Gushan #1 retail market, was perhaps the first modern market at the time. And what is now Gushan Elementary School was known as the Kaohsiung #1 normal high-level elementary school, but only the Japanese could afford to go there. Now that you've heard these stories, do you know how old the history of Hamasing is? I'll let you into a secret. 100 years! Interested in learning about the historical development of Kaohsiung? Come to Hamasing. You'll see a whole new view of old Kaohsiung.